What's poppin', you guys? It's your boy Cap, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about something I like to call moveless anxiety. So let's get into it. Most times, when you try to get niggas who've never played a fighting game to get into Tekken specifically, the first thing they say is, nah bro, I can't do that. The move list be longer than a CVS receipt. Characters be having over 100 moves. That's way too much for me to even fathom. I tried getting into Street Fighter, and that shit was so hard for me. And the characters there barely had 10 moves, and I couldn't do it. And now you're asking me to learn and memorize over 100 moves? You're bugging, my guy. And to that, I want to give some context to all the people that think Tekken, and Tekken 8 specifically, looks cool but get turned away when they hear about and or see the character's move list. So no DeFranco, once again, let's just jump into it. Honestly, we've established that fighting games are hard, especially when it comes to gaming genres in general. Fighting games are one of the hardest genres to get into. That's not really up for debate. Fighting games isn't like most other genres that you could just pick up and play for the first time and kind of have an idea of what you're doing, you know? Which is why the natural instinct of someone that's never played a fighter is to button mash. It's not something where one of your homies can just give you a quick rundown of what the buttons are, and from that quick rundown, you're off to the races and you can be successful. The most a nigga can say when it comes to fighting games is, this is how you kick and this is how you punch. But nigga, that doesn't even come close to telling half of the story. Also, when you pick up and play any game, you kind of want to be able to do all the cool shit that the game offers, and you want to be able to feel cool doing it. But with fighters, in order for you to do the cool shit, which usually boils down to doing combos, you're going to have to invest a couple of hours before you even start doing any of that shit. Also, where fighting games differ from other genres, you are going to have to get your ass displaced 80 million times before you get to the point where you even feel like a decent player. Not even a good player, but decent. And a lot of people don't have the patience to go through that. Because in the general sense, games are kind of meant to be fun, right? That's not a crazy hot take, right? I'm not going to get canceled tomorrow? I bet. So most people play games to have fun. And in fighting games, before you start having fun, you got to invest hours and hours into the game. And you got to get your asshole rearranged mad times before the concept of fun even comes into place. And most niggas do not want to do that, especially the niggas coming home from a long, hard, sweaty, steaming, hot, sexy day of work. Wait, what are you doing, bro? What? My fault. And just want to chill and relax with an hour or two of gaming. Niggas don't be having time for that shit. I don't even know how I be having time for that shit. Let me stop. But yeah, bro, for the niggas who are willing to go through all that, the next obstacle is, what fighting game do you want to go through all that shit for? And some niggas only want to do that for one fighting game at a time. I'm one of those niggas. I cannot play multiple fighting games at a time and be good at them. And I admire the niggas that are able to do that. Hence, Justin Wong. And for the new gens, Sonic Fox. If I'm playing a fighting game like Tekken to where I'm a very decent player at and try to play Street Fighter, not even for a day, just for about an hour, and I go back to Tekken right after, it feels like Will Smith from the Men in Black flashed the shit out of me because I will forget everything I learned in Tekken. So I only stick to one fighter at a time, and I think that's most people. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, and I'll skip over them because it's my video and I'm always right, so blow it out your ass. So now you're on Melty Blood and you want to try another fighting game that actually has players online. So you're eyeing Tekken. You keep seeing FDX teaching shit on YouTube. You keep hearing how Tekken 8 is fire, depending what side of YouTube you're on. You keep scrolling on TikTok and you keep running into Tekken 8 clips. You keep hearing your only black friend that's good at fighting games solely because he's black talking about how you need to hop on Tekken 8. You keep seeing some guy named Lotus Asakura with this sexy ass deep voice showing you how you can make a certain Tekken 8 character look like certain anime characters. And you're thinking to yourself that if he only made a ASMR channel, how all your dreams will come true. Yo, stop being gay. What are you talking about, bro? Yo, get out of here. Who are you? But you keep seeing that type of shit. So you start looking up Tekken 8 review videos, and you hear the reviewer saying how every character has basically over 100 moves. And after hearing that, you alt F4 and start thinking about going outside. Whoa. Slow down. Don't do anything drastic now. I'm here to add some context to that reviewer saying that. Yes, it's true. I'm not going to sugarcoat that shit. Them niggas have a Merriam-Webster's amount of moves. Trust me, before I got into Tekken, because before that, I've never played a Tekken game seriously, and Tekken 8 is my first actual Tekken. Ha! I told y'all, every video. Y'all thought I was Cap. You see what I did there? That's my handle. But I wasn't. But before that, I was in 2D land when it came to fighting games. I was on Street Fighter and Guilty Gear. So not knowing shit about Tekken and having fear of the unknown, when I took a gander at niggas' move list, I started thinking of an excuse that I could tell my friends of why I'm not getting Tekken 8 no more. After I've been saying all this time since Tekken 8 was first announced that I was gonna get it. But I'm like, nah, this is the first time Tekken is launching on Xbox and all platforms alike, and I didn't want to miss this opportunity, and I always wanted to play Tekken Sky Key. So I said, fuck it. I'm gonna get this game. This is gonna be my main game, and I'm gonna take this shit serious, and I'm gonna become the next Evo champion. Yo, so don't get ahead of yourself. Shut your ass up. You could be a champion of these nuts. You want that? That's easy. Yo, get out. Who are you? But I'm gonna take this shit serious and try to learn everything I need to learn to be good at Tekken. So January 26th rolls around. Don't quote me on that if it's the correct date. I really do not give a fuck. It's sometime in January. So that rolls around, and Tekken 8 drops. There are lines wrapped around every GameStop known to man. Blockbusters are packed, and Circuit Cities are open, and Radio Shacks never have the right adapter you need. This shit is wilder than the Mudvayne concert. I've camped out overnight waiting for the midnight release. All right, none of that shit happened. But Tekken 8 drops. I pop it in, and I'm hitting the Quan to the intro music. My fault, I'm hitting the FDX to that intro music. Fast forward, I choose a character I want to play as and start labbing. Now, it's basically the end of April when this video is being uploaded, 2024. So about 3 months. And in my 3-month career, I made it to purple ranks. Low key, I don't even know how I got there, but yeah. So I found out some things and learned some things that you guys who are on the fence, but you're still intimidated to cross over because you think there might be a pit bull named Destruction on the other side. But I've jumped and found out that that dog named Destruction is a sweetie poo and that it's not that bad on this side of the fence. So those who are shook by the amount of moves, don't be. Just hop over. It turns out that most of those moves are really just for show. 75% of those moves are practically useless in your Tekken career. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's definitely not going to be as hard as you're thinking in your head it might be. But going through your Tekken career, after getting wrecked so hard your ball sack is now on top of the shaft instead of below it, and after playing for some time where you got your character kind of under your fingers, so to speak, you realize, oh, I only need, and I'm only really using 8 different moves. Now, to find out what those moves are, I recommend watching some character guides on Tekken. Keith B, I think is his channel name. He's a good YouTube channel for quick rundowns of characters. They got FDX, Dash Fight, King J, and a bunch of others. So don't be afraid to do your research. In regards to finding the moves, you're basically looking for your fastest moves. Moves that leave you plus on block, your fastest low, and your fastest mid. And also your best launcher if your particular character has multiple. The launchers that make your character airborne are usually a bit better. And you'll realize that most of the moves are universal to most characters when it comes to the button inputs. Like a good mid is usually down forward 1 or 2, you know, shit like that. For people that have never touched a fighting game, the lingo might sound wild, but you'll get used to it. So yeah, from casuals to the best of the best, nobody comes even close to using anywhere near the full move list. It's usually, well actually, most of the time, you're just going to be using a set of core moves, which is actually around 8 to 20 moves max. So you guys have nothing to worry about if the amount of moves that characters have were deterring you. Also, that long list of moves you see is usually just extensions to the core set of moves you'll be actually using. It's just kind of separated, like it's a brand new move when it's really not. So come on down to the Tekken side. You'll love it here in sunny Tekkenfornia. Yo, that was trash. What? Sunny Tekkenfornia. Yo, Tekken this. Yo, get out my room. Who are you? And once you come down, it will be so hard to leave. Trust me, because we won't let you go. I mean, because you'll love it here so much. But that's the end of the quick B-sides. I just wanted to give you guys who are on the fence a well-needed push. Take the plunge. You'll be glad you did. And fighting games have a unique thing where it takes a while to see progress and to feel like you're getting better, but you'll definitely see yourself and feel yourself getting better. Moves that probably blew your asshole wide open that you found hard to deal with, you'll see yourself being able to deal with easily with the greatest of ease. No smug. You'll start making reads, calling out shit, punishing with the proper punish, and all that extra shit. And it feels good, you know? So don't give up. Be patient with yourselves, because fighting games are fucking hard. The Dark Souls of gaming genres. So that's the end of the video. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to chill with me. And remember, we're out here uploading weekly. So give the video a like, please. I said please. So now you got to do it. Subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified when a new video drops. Or not. I'm not your nutritionist, Doña Carmen. Nah, for real though. Thanks for watching. Sherry Genix is my wife, and remember, anything is possible. God first.
Here's my Sunday best.